So children, continue with another lecture of simple and compound interest. This should be the last lecture on simple interest as exercise 5A, and then we start with compound interest. We'll try to take up some more questions. Right now I'm taking a question 14, which says a sum of money is invested for 3 years at a particular rate of interest. If the rate of interest were 3% per annum higher, the rate of interest would have been 1467 more. Now, what is 1467 more is what? This is the extra money, or you can say the simple interest that is earned is more. So let us take the sum of money as x. Let sum of money is equal to rupees x. Then what they are doing? They are saying it is invested for 3 years. So time is what? 3 years. So let us see what the simple interest will be earned at this rate of interest. Now this rate of interest is R. We are taking it like that. So it is P is X, R is R only, and time is 3 years upon 100. That means it is 3Rx upon 100 rupees. Now, question is saying if the rate of interest would have been 3% higher, 3% more, that means R plus 3 at 3% higher rate of interest. What is the second simple interest that will earn? It will be x into R plus 3. What is T? For 3 years only upon 100. Now see, the question is saying what? When you equate them together, it will be what? Equal to rupees 3x into R plus 3 upon 100. Now, according to question, see which interest rate higher, which is the higher with higher interest rate, how much more money they are earning? 1467. That means 1467 is equal to the higher rate of interest. So 3x into R plus 3 upon 100 minus 3Rx upon 100. What is this? Is the equation that you will get. Now I am going further. This implies that 1467 is equal to, now 3Rx will be what? 3Rx plus 9x minus 3Rx upon 100, like fractions, so subtracted. 3Rx and 3Rx cancels. What remains is implied that 9x equal to 1467 into 100. This implies that x equal to rupees 1467 into 100 by 9. 9 6 54, 9 3 27. So it will be coming as rupees 16300. This should be the answer. And what is asked? I think so. Sum of money is always asked. So 16,300 rupees. That is the answer. Okay. I hope this makes things clear to you, and it is simple also. Only thing is they are saying that two simple interests are there again. One interest is at R rate of interest, another rate of interest is at what? R plus 3, means 3% higher rate of interest. Okay. Then next, let's see some more questions. Next, I'm taking up this question number 16. 16 is a good question. 16th question says rupees 41.75 was paid as the interest on rupees 835. So on 835 means principal is rupees 835. Okay. At rate of interest is what? 25 by 4%. And what is the simple interest that is on here? Simple interest is equal to rupees 41.75. Now see, what all things are given? Can you calculate the time from here? Yes. And see, date of lending was 5th January 2009. Let us calculate the time from here and see, with the rate of interest 25 by 4% per annum, the answer of time that you will get will be in years. You have to convert that time into days and then accordingly adjust. So see here, time equal to 100 into SI upon P into R. That means 100 into SI. What is SI? 41.75. P into T, P into R. So 835 into R is what? 25 by 4%. Like this. So it will be 25 for the 100. Not for the 16. That means 41.75 into 16 into 835. Found the 538. 5 is the 30. And again 5 is the 35. 5 is the 40. 5 is the 15. 5 is 25. Okay. So 8.35, how many times? So let us see. How to multiply this one? So see, if you multiply here 8.35 into 20, you will get here 167. Then 4 was a 16, 4 was a 20. That means 5 by 4 years. Okay. Now this year is there. If you want to convert this into number of days, then what will happen here? We'll multiply this thing into we'll convert this 5 by 4 years into number of days. So equal to 5 by 4 into 365. And how will this come? This will come as coming as, we multiply this and get as 292 days. So everything else is correct here. So I will multiply 4 is 100, 4 is 16, 41.75, 35. So 5 is 5, 28, 5 is 30, 5 is 40, 5 is 15. Yes, something we have not done correctly here. You cancel this by 4 now. So it will be 4 by 4 5 are 20. 4020 and 4 4 16. Yes. It will be 4 by 5, not 5 by 4. That means it will be, that's why I think something which has to be done correctly. So it will be 4 by 5 years. So multiply this by 365. So 4 by 5 will be 365. That means 135 and 1. That means 3 for the 12, 2, 1. So 292 days will come. 292 days has come. Now, these 292 days, we can divide how many months are coming. It's equal to 292 by, if you do 30, then what is wrong? See, 30 you do or 31 you do, approximate value one can get that. How many exact days are coming? So, see, 3 9 are 27. 28, 29, 20, so 22 days more by 30. So 9 months complete. That means we have to move 9 months ahead from January only. So 9 months ahead of January is how many? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. In September 9 months is over. Then further you have to move 22 days in where? October. But see how many days January is giving us. January is giving us. So from January to September. In January how many days? We are excluding the 5th of January. So in January how many days? 26 days. February how many days? 28 days. March 31 days. April 30 days, May 31 days, June 30 days, July 31 days, August 30, September 31. So this all you add, it comes to be how much? How much will come? It will come as 268 days. This comes as 268 days. Till September, that is where? Till 31st of September. Okay, how much remains? 268, 78, 88 and 89, 90, 91, 92. So how many days more? 24 more days. That means 268 days till where? Till 31st September. And few more days have to go. So how many more days? 24 days more. So it will come in as 24th of October, excluding 5th of January. Okay, so here this thing will come. Other things are not tough here. Only thing is the calculation of the days, or so that was here. So it was 9 months were completely. So 9 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 months till 31st of September. Okay. And then how many more days? So 9 months, that means 268 days. Then how many more days? 22 more days. Excluding the 5th of January, 26 days are remaining. That means we can take the other side. If you remember the lecture which I gave on Saturday, in that I have told that you have to exclude either the first date or the last date. So I exclude the first date, that's why 26 days in January. So you can take the other part of it, so 24th October. That is the answer here. It might be a little bit confusing to you, but please, standing like this only, please try to do maximum calculations, because otherwise there will be trouble for you, and we have to understand these things like this only. So you also make a table or chart on how many days are there in which month, like this, and see few more lectures will take, one lecture more to finish the simple interest. Because it is lengthy, I am trying to give you more questions, but here the giving you too much thing, because this one big question, particularly big question I will say, to get to the answer. Because while checking the copies, one thing I found that people were not going to the answer. Some questions people are not getting the answer directly. So try to do this thing properly and understand here also that what to do exactly in this question, and we'll take one more lecture and finish this simple interest, and then we'll start the compound interest on the same day only.